welcome to the Paula Malai Ali Show. And look, these streets may seem pretty sleepy, but there's been a lot of action. For these guys, painted in beautiful colors, and that's the epitome of our little country. Colors and unexpected pops. And in today's show, hopefully we'll be able to bring you all of those. If you have a need for speed, well, we have Alex Young, former F1 driver, and we also focus on the young talents when it comes to go-karting. So as you can see, you better stay where you are, the Paula Malai Ali Show. I have a super busy day today, and my morning cannot start properly without a good cup of joe. You want to talk about good coffee? This place has got it. Its batches are only open, we'll find out in just a minute, but it's owned by my cousin Fida and her partner. I can't wait to congratulate them and have one of their coffees again. Delish. Hi.
Hi, hi.
Congratulations. This is Batch's brand new establishment.
Thank
How are
you.
you? I would give you a kiss, but we can't. Social distancing. Talk to us about Batches, because also, Fida, there's been such a rise in this coffee culture.
So how Batches actually started off, it was just a side hustle. We thought maybe it's time to open up a cafe.
It seemed timely for Batches to have its own space. Prior to this, we could only get the good stuff via WhatsApp orders and pop-ups. As a family, the Malai clan love their coffee. So between us alone, they could be assured of unwavering support. But this coffee is not just hype, it's serious business. And being the busybody I am, I took full advantage of getting up close and personal.
And
In
I've
your
already
coffee.
had 4, so let's just see how
So that means you,
this
yeah.
So we stood back and watched the maestro do his magic. It's quite an art, and this is pure commitment to giving coffee lovers the kick they need. It's precise and there's quite a science to it. I discovered a whole new level of respect for the humble bean.
God, how long does it take to get an espresso? A cappuccino, rather. I already
It's
messed
like,
up
okay,
my...
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
So within seconds, the humble bean made me lose my cool. Goes to show just how important that first coffee of the day is for me. And finally...
There's your heart!
Ooh.
Or an onion.
There you go.
My onion heart. Let me show my people. See, this is definitely, I'm not even saying that because she's my cousin.
Non-biased.
Non-biased, 100%. Probably the best cup of coffee I've had in Brunei. In fact, it is the best cup of coffee. So come
you.
to Batches, or Beaches as they say here.
Or, never mind.
Okay, I don't mind.
Yeah, or never mind.
Cheers.
From caffeine to kicks, it was time for me to focus on getting my fashion on point. Now call me old, but I did not know that this kind of culture existed until I got wind of 27 Supply Co.
It's so good to see you.
Hi
Thank
Paula.
you for having me.
Thanks for dropping by.
Okay, so it's a tiny shop. It's got a
Yeah,
lot of soul.
it's quite small, yeah.
Let's just talk about. Okay, these are not cheap, Alfian, right?
They're cheap for some people.
I've got to be honest with you, as a woman, when we talk about expensive shoes, it's all about the Louboutin or the Jimmy Choos. Alfian, along with his 17-year-old business partner, has done his bit for Brunei by giving both the guys and the gals the option to take their sneaker game higher.
So the most expensive pair we have are these Air Max 1s, Sean Witherspoon. It's a collab piece, and it's expensive because the person that Nike collabed with ended his contract with Nike.
It seems crazy, but it's very much a celebrity-driven market, which we'll get to in just a sec. I'm still trying to get my head around these prices. I'm a regular girl who likes their shoes, but I cannot imagine spending more than $200 just for kicks.
I mean, what is this?
These are the Yeezy foam runners. They're the Crocs of the Yeezy world.
Yes.
Yeah. Other hypebeasts or sneakerheads like me, when they see this like out in the open, people will be like, oh, those are really nice. But for someone like you, it'd probably be like, oh, these are the ugliest things in the world. Why would you spend $400 on these?
Exactly. In my opinion, Kanye West needs to stick to making music. Moving swiftly along, I thought I'd focus on something more me. Alfian seduced me into buying the dunks by assuring me I was helping to save the world one pair at a time.
Oh my goodness.
They're like 10 times cooler now.
So I was excited to buy my dunks, and I've heard that we have more hypebeasts out there who took this whole sneaker thing very seriously.
You apparently have got someone I can get in touch with here in
Yep.
Brunei.
Yep.
He's got how many sneakers?
He's got over 300 shoes.
This I had to see. Who buys shoes and does not wear them?
Okay, let's
Yep.
go and see Zaki. Alfian,
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks for dropping by.
is crazy. Zaki,
Hi, Paula.
this is ridiculous. Now, how many pairs of shoes do you have in here?
I haven't counted. I think there's probably about 300 plus.
OMG, 300 plus? He really is the OG sneakerhead hype beast. Continue getting down with the lingo. This room and Zaki's collection could easily have been a shoe shop. To me, it seemed he had every single brand of sneakers there is out there.
So, okay, I need to understand this. Do you wear these shoes or what's the deal?
I do. There's a few pairs that I haven't worn yet. I haven't gotten around.
He could literally wear a different pair of shoes every day of the year. It was pretty unbelievable. You had to see it to believe it.
So this is the first pair of Jordans that I got. It's a pair of Jordan 8s. They're called the Bugs Bunnies because the Michael Jordan advert at the time, TV commercial, it had Bugs Bunny in it.
Zaki seemed to have every colour of every brand of every year, and I still had more of the lingo to learn. This seemed to be a never-ending but highly enjoyable tutorial of the world of sneakers.
This is my oldest pair of SBs. This is from 2004.
Have you worn these guys?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yeah, you have, yeah.
So these are the St. Patrick's Nike SBs, bought them in KL.
Let's just pretend that between the SBs and the retro names that I actually understood what he was talking about. It's fascinating that each pair of shoes told its own story. He's even got a collection of Vans sneakers, man.
Whoa!
Yep. And I mean, these shoes, they're not expensive, so...
But these have never been worn.
These haven't, because again, I've got another pair.
Any woman, I love shoes. I'm going to look around here, guys.
Yep.
And maybe try them on as well. Zaki, thanks so much. There are some relationships in life that really work. So I've been married twice. Those didn't work. One marriage has. This gentleman has been my TV husband for 16 years. I'm so happy Alex Young in Malaysia joins us on the Paula Malai Ali show. And Alex, you have been busy. We did finish, obviously, our tenure at Fox Sports. Just quickly tell us what you're up to.
Yeah, wifey, good to see you again. Be busy, yeah. I mean, yeah, mostly in the motorsports side, but obviously been getting involved in esports and stuff like that as well. So, like, I'm here at the training center right now, running classes and stuff.
Well, let's talk about Formula One then. I want to take you back to the times when you were a driver. When you think back, Alex, to those years, do you have a good feeling?
Well, I still consider myself a driver in many ways. I'm just not driving at the moment. I'm doing other stuff, focusing on the business side of stuff.
I really want to talk, actually, Alex, about this e-racing. I mean, this is taking off, and you're very much at the helm of this in Malaysia.
Okay, so motorsports is very tough to get into. We don't have the facilities, we don't have the tracks, we don't have the race teams, we don't have the accessibility, and it's too expensive for most people. But everyone is interested in motorsports. You know, it's something that always gets your interest. You see it on the TV, you see cars going around fast, especially the kids. The kids love it. And we're trying to make it more accessible. And we're doing this through simulator racing, or esports, shall we say. So e-racing. And we host competitions, we have academies, we coach people. So it is making it much more accessible. It's a lot cheaper to get involved. You just need a console or a PC. And some of our drivers just use keyboard and mouse.
I really admire you, and I really admire what you've done, and I really look forward to seeing you soon. I'm going to give you a big hug just through the camera, and I want to thank you for being with us on the Paula Malai Ali show. Have a great day, Alex. Do not cut that hair.
All right. Thanks, Paul. Absolutely.
Love you loads.
I miss you. I love you too. Yeah. Hope to see you soon.
After my chat with Alex, I was intrigued to find out more, or even if Brunei had a motor racing culture. I was delighted to know that Jurudong Park had its own circuit for go-karting. The perfect place to help budding drivers make their dreams come true.
Well, here I am. It almost feels like familiar territory for me when I covered F1 over 16 years. But I'm looking now, or rather, shedding the light on Brunei's youngest ever driver. His name is Alan.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. And tell us what your name is. Tell us about this gorgeous beast you have here.
My name is Alan Basli bin Haji Zainal Asri.
When was the day where you felt, yes, you wanted to put Alan through the rings and get him to drive this? Because it's actually not a cheap sport, right?
Me and my wife giving him support, especially in the motorsports. I love motorsports as well.
It truly helps if a parent understands the passion of their child wanting to be in motorsport. It requires commitment, hard work, and a fair amount of money.
Okay, well, let's just talk about this particular track, Alan, and why you like it. Do you come here a lot?
There's a lot of corners, like tricky ones.
Yeah?
There's a lot of angles, like a very long straight also.
Yeah.
This young man seemed to have a good grasp of knowledge as he discussed the nature of the circuit and its idiosyncrasies. So we couldn't let Alan do battle by himself. We found a formidable opponent before I attempted to put my own driving skills to the test. Rule number 1 in racing, safety first, and always wear the proper attire.
I feel like I'm about to be taken to the gallows like a prisoner. I like the colour though, green. Let's burn some petrol heads. Some serious on the nail live adrenaline pushing world of motor racing, especially karting. Good luck to you, man.
Alan was right, the track had plenty of corners and of course that long straight line for overtaking. Whilst it seemed like child's play, on a hot day like that, already sitting in the cockpit was a challenge in itself before the lap had even started. It's been said that a Formula One driver can lose litres of water over the course of a Grand Prix. I was merely in a go-kart at a very short track and it was so uncomfortable. Props to Alan and all aspiring budding racers. It's not easy.
Oh, that was a pretty gnarly lap for me. Short laps, really nifty cars, and it really gives you a workout. Alan, do you think I was then compared to you?
A few seconds slow.
A few seconds, a whole second bunch. Wow. Do I have any potential to be, racing for Formula One?
Not sure actually.
Oh, that's still letting everyone, Sophie. Very cool. Thank you. Good luck.